Hey friend, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Megan from Grey Arrow Tarot, and today we are going to look at how you will recognize your future spouse. So this might be aspects of their personality, characteristics they might exhibit, and things that will be really in alignment with you. So you will recognize these things when you see them and know this is your person. This also could be things that are going on in your life when this person comes in, and other just messages and signs and symbols you might see around this person or around the situation. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and choose your pile. You can use your intuition to pick your group. You cannot choose wrong. Whatever pile is speaking to you has a message for you. And if you are feeling pulled towards multiple groups, that just means there's likely messages or characteristics of this person for you in multiple groups, and you should feel free to listen to as many as you are called to. This is going to be pile number 1. This is going to be pile number 2. This is going to be pile number 3. And this is going to be pile number 4. You will find the timestamps in the description box below. If you want to sit with the cards for a little bit longer, you can go ahead and pause the video here. But when you're ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see how you will recognize your future spouse. How will pile 1 recognize their future spouse? Got 2 that popped out. I want to get a couple more for you. To 3. All right. Let's see, what order do these come in? 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we've got 5 cards for you. First up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Followed by the King of Pentacles. With the Hermit reversed. Followed by Death. And the World reversed. Okay, so this is fascinating to me. So first of all, the one thing I'm noticing right off the bat is that we've got 4 of these 5 cards are Major Arcana cards. So to me, what I'm getting here, I feel like this message is about you. You will be going through a major time in your life when this person comes in. Like I feel like you, this Hermit card in particular, I feel like has a big message for you and about what's going on for you at this time. It's like you are emerging from a hermit period. I think it's like it's a time where you went really inward. You did a lot of work on yourself. You learned a lot about yourself. I feel like you trust your intuition more. You're feeling more connected to yourself. And when you emerge from this period, this person will not be far behind. As you awaken, as you start to find a new you, a new way of being in the world, this person, I feel like that's when they're going to come in. And I feel like you're going to be ready for it. Like that's part of what this hermit period is about. I feel like a lot of you are probably in this period now. You're being encouraged not to rush your way out of it. This time is important for you. When you come out is exactly the right time. And just know that when you do, this person should be not too far away. But it's important for you to do this work now so you can be ready when that time comes. So now, diving deeper into this question of this person's characteristics, of this person's personality, what do we have here? So I do feel like with all of these Major Arcana cards, I feel like they have some big energy. That's part of why you need this hermit time, because you need to be able to match their energy, and you need to be able to, and you know what, quite frankly, they could be in a hermit period of their own, which is why they're able to emerge with this big energy. But there's this just really big, powerful energy to them, and I think really to the connection as a whole. With this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is somebody who has been really successful in life, especially coming up with the King of Pentacles. Like I'm feeling like this is somebody who, again, they've been very successful at whatever they were doing. And, I think you're going to meet them when they're going through a transformation. Like they've been successful with both this Wheel of Fortune with this King of Pentacles coming up. They have been really successful in life. They've had a lot of luck. I do feel like financially they are pretty comfortable. When it comes to King of Pentacles and finances, like I feel like abundance looks different for everybody. It might be they are very rich, but if nothing else, they are very comfortable. Like there is not an air of financial struggle around them. They are, they have a healthy savings account, all of that kind of stuff. They have King of Pentacles energy. So I do think this is somebody who, again, they have been very successful in the past. And I feel like it's in kind of a traditional way. Like perhaps I'm almost getting this energy of like a family business. Like they walked into a family business situation. They were able to build it, grow it. But ultimately, it wasn't fulfilling them. Perhaps they were even pressured into the situation. And even if it's not a family business, I feel like it's the kind of energy where they did what they thought was right, what they thought would make them money, what they thought would make them happy and successful, and perhaps even what their family and parents pressured them into doing, what they really the path that they laid out for this person. And your person did that, but it was not fulfilling to them. Like it was not supportive of them. There were things about it that were not aligned with their values. I feel like it's almost like this energy of somebody who like goes into like maybe they go to law school and they go on to be a lawyer, but they end up in like corporate law and they're like fighting for corporations to do bad things for people and like to get away with doing bad things for people. And they decide that that doesn't feel good to them. Like, yes, they're good at it, but they don't like doing that. It does not align with their values at all, and they don't want to keep doing it. That's a little bit of an extreme example. That might not be your person exactly, but there's this idea that what they're doing just does not align with them. It does not align with who they are at their core. And that leads them to this hermit period where they step away from this. They step away from this energy. They step away from what they were doing, and they take some time to really go inward. They take some time to reflect. And in this reflection, I feel like they recalibrate almost who they are and what they want out of life. And I feel like it's like when they emerge, like that's when they are more interested in a relationship. Like I feel like, of course, they've had relationships in the past, but they weren't looking for something long-term at this time. They were more focused on their career. And I feel like whatever they did, it did take a lot of long hours. Like they are a hard worker. That's a characteristic that I do think will carry over. Like that is part of who they are. They're a hard worker. They like showing up to work. Like it's also enjoyable for them. It's not like they're pushing themselves to work. It's something that they actually enjoy doing. So this period for them was learning how they can do what they like, but do it in a way that feels good for them. How can they recalibrate themselves? And it's leading to them emerging. Like this death is like they when they emerge, they shed their old self. So this is somebody who I think has gone on a bit of a self-discovery journey. Like you are getting somebody who is emotionally aware. And they are in touch with themselves. Like this isn't somebody who is like lacks empathy or lacks connection to self, lacks self-awareness. There may have been a little bit of that in the past. Like that's part of, I think, how they got in this situation. But I think they were always had this little spark of intuition that said this situation was not right for them. And then something happened that pushed them into this hermit mode for them to actually start to listen to themselves more seriously. And that leads us to this death card where when they emerge a new person. Like this death is literally their old self, their old life. And when they come out, they are someone new. And they are like, in this case, I'm really being drawn to the sun that we have in the back of this card. It's the sun rising after this like massacre. So I feel like by the time they are coming out, they know who they are. They are comfortable with who they are. And there was a version of them in the past that used to be able to be talked into things. Like they could be logicked into things that were not aligned with them. That's how they ended up in this situation. It made sense for them to be there. It made sense for them. But with this death card, with this sun rising, it's like they're coming out of this hermit cocoon and they cannot be convinced to doubt their intuition. If something doesn't feel right, if it truly does not align with their values, they can't be talked into it anymore. So you are getting somebody who is much more stable in who they are. And it's not that they're unreasonable either. Like you can have a conversation with them. They're willing to hear your point of view. It's just other people, the world, society cannot talk them into being inauthentic. anymore because they did that, it sucked, and they won't go back to that again. So this is somebody with a very strong sense of self. And I feel like because they have that strong sense of self, they're going to foster that in you. Like they want you to feel comfortable with yourself. They're not going to pressure you to do things that you don't want to do or go in a direction you don't want to go in because they've been there. They know how much that sucks and they've untangled themselves from that situation. So they are going to encourage you to always be true to yourself. And they're going to ask, I feel like this is like, I'm almost seeing this like situation where like you're uncomfortable doing something, like somebody outside of this relationship is pressuring you to do something you don't want to do. And it is kind of that situation where like it makes sense, like you don't see a reason not to. This person I feel like is going to make space for you. Like they're going to actually ask you, what do you want? What don't you trust about this situation? Like what are your hesitancies? And get to the root of it with you. They're going to make space for you. And then with this world reversed, I feel like what this person has learned, and this is going to be a big characteristic that they carry into their life going forward. The world reversed to me, especially in this case, is that it's not about what you succeed. Like it's not about what you visually succeed. It's not about what other people can see your success. So for example, this person, they had a lot of success. It was visible. They had the money. They had the victories. Like they had the very public wins. And it left them feeling really empty and in some cases even very shitty. What they have learned is it's not about what things look like. The wins aren't for the public. They're for themselves. So that's where I feel like this person, yes, they still enjoy their work. Like I feel like they still like what they do and they're more intentional about how they do it. But their work is not the most important thing to them anymore. It's their relationships. It's going to be you. Like this is somebody who like, yes, they're at work, but if you call them, they're going to make time to talk to you. You're never going to be an inconvenience for them. They understand that what they want is more emotional connection. It's more relationship. It's more like that there's more to life than just working. And that's something I think that's really important to them and something that they really want to build. So like that's the happy ending, and it's not for everyone to see. It's not for everyone to know about. So I feel like this is somebody who's very grounded. They're very grounded in the reality of who they are, and they're grounded in what actually matters and what's actually important. Let's get some oracle cards. What else do we need to know about this person? How can pile number 1 recognize their person when they see them? Okay, that's too many, but we'll take the top one. See if we can get one more for you. All right, here we go. First, trust. Okay, so I love this card. The message I'm immediately getting for you is like you will just feel instinctively like you can trust this person. Like it's not going to make sense. I feel like this will almost be immediate. Even if like you're not sure right away if you want to enter a relationship with this person, you are going to get right away that this is someone you can trust. There's just going to be this feeling. And maybe, of course, your brain may need to see more evidence of that, and that's fine. Like this is not saying you should just dive into a situation where you aren't completely comfortable in. But you are going to instinctively know you can trust this person. There's just going to be this undercurrent of trust, and they are going to prove it to you. They're going to keep their word. They're going to show up for you when you need them most. And I feel like they are also going to have this sense towards you that they're just going to have this instinct that they can trust you and that you will be there for them, and that they can trust you with things that they haven't talked about with other people. Like I feel like there's a lot of this journey, there's a lot of what they've uncovered here that they can't talk about with other people. Like other people won't get it. They haven't found their new people yet. Because, you know, when you go through a situation like this, when a rebirth, the people in your circle change. And they may have shed some people. They may have kept some people who they feel like they can still connect with. But there's still this like barrier that there's things that they uncovered about themselves, about their belief system, and about the world that they don't trust people with because they just won't get it. But they're going to trust you with it. Like you are going to get it, and they're going to have this instinct about that pretty much from the beginning. And I love this, new beginnings, which is very much what I said from the start. It's like I feel like you are in a new beginning, and so are they. Like this is a new beginning for both of you. I think you have spent time in your hermit mode too, and you are emerging. So you are being reborn. You are in a new beginning. And I just love this card so much. I love how beautiful this is. Like, I love that we have this like darker foreground, but then this like sun setting, but also the night. This is just such a beautiful card. It's like a little bit of everything. And I feel like it's like, that's kind of what the energy of your relationship is. It's like, you have both done the inner work by the time you come together to accept all of yourselves, or at least you're on the way to it, even if you're not there completely. And it's like, this relationship is going to help deepen that. It's going to help you see and accept yourself more deeply, and you are going to see and accept the new version of this person. And it's like, because these new versions of you, I think, are so much closer to your authentic self. So when you each can be seen in this energy and be accepted for it by each other, it's a magical new beginning, because it's opening you both up to some really new and impressive things. Let's see what else we've got. What else do we need to know about this person? Oh, I'm just going to take this one card for this deck. We've got joy. Which, yeah, I love that for you. I feel like joy is going to be the predominant feeling that you feel with this person. Well, trust too, but like joy. I feel like when you are around them, things just feel more joyful. They have this ability to keep you present. And I feel like, again, like this just feels very reciprocal, that you are able to keep them present too. Like, you are really present together. And in being in this energy and being with each other, you're cultivating more joy. And once you start cultivating more joy, you start calling in more joy. You know what? No, I do want another card from this deck. Let's get one more. I want this one. This one's sticking out. Ooh, this is so interesting. So we've got trick. And I feel like what's coming up for me with this card is, I feel like, again, like we talked about, like this person having done this inner work, that like they can kind of like, they can't be tricked. And I think that is, what I'm getting the energy around this person is they might even say to you, like they're afraid this is a trick, because it almost feels too good to be true. It's like this, it's like a foreboding joy type of situation. I do think you will be able to overcome that, because obviously like you're you, and you know you are not here to trick this person, but like there is this energy of like it almost feels too good to be true. And eventually, like as you settle into this relationship, it's going to be very clear that like there are no tricks here, because again, I feel like this person cannot be tricked. Like this person is beyond it. They've been in situations before. They've learned to trust themselves, and even though, you know, as humans, our brains are wired to protect us, right? So they might be looking for the trick initially, like that could delay them moving things forward. But so if there is a little bit of delay, like towards the beginning of this relationship, like maybe you start dating and like you both seem really into each other, but then like there seems like there's a little bit of a delay in moving things to a more committed place, it's because they are trying to like make sure like this is real, right? That might even be a conversation that you guys have. So there could be a little bit of hesitancy there, but it's not a lot of hesitancy. It's just like this just feels too good to be true. And that could even be for you too. If this is feeling too good to be true, it's like you need to know this isn't a trick. Ooh, all right, these cards popped right out. I don't know more. I don't know. These are the two. These are the two. Okay. So first we've got music. There's a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. Yeah, I feel like listening is going to be really important. Like I'm feeling like conversation is going to be really important for this relationship. Like that's how you're going to know, again, I think pretty early on, that this is probably the person, that this is your person, because you're going to be able to really connect with each other. Oh, getting tongue-tied. You're going to be able to connect with each other through conversation very easily. And there is a lot of deep listening on both sides, on both ends of this relationship. You will feel very heard. You will feel very seen and very heard. And you are able to offer that to this person, because again, I feel like you are going to get them in a way that other people just haven't. And they are also going to get you, this new version of you, in a way that other people haven't quite yet. And then we've got opportunities. Unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. Yeah. This is like we talked about. I feel like you are kind of emerging from this cocoon. I feel like this is more about you. You are going to find that there are lots of opportunities around you when this person comes in. It's like you are awakening, you are emerging, and the universe is responding to the work that you've done. So you are going to see that there's lots of opportunities for you, and then this person's there too. Like again, this is like, it does feel too good to be true. There's an energy around this relationship as it's coming in that it feels too good to be true, because it's like your life is feeling too good to be true. But this message is here to tell you to trust this, to trust what's happening, to get out of your head, get into your body, what feels right and true. If this is feeling good to you, you should trust that. If there's an opportunity that comes in that doesn't, don't take that opportunity, of course. But trust your body. Don't overthink the situation. Do what feels good for you. Trust the opportunities that are coming in, because they're coming in because you've done the work and you've earned these opportunities. Well, not really earned, but you're in alignment with these opportunities, and they are available to you should you choose to have them. So I think that's a really big sign for you. But on that note, pile number 1, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And also, if you enjoyed this reading, please subscribe and give this a like. This channel is still pretty new, and I would really love to have you stick around. And also, if you would like a more personalized experience, I do offer a wide variety of personal readings. You can find that information in the description box below. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hey group 2, welcome to your reading. Let's see how you will recognize your future spouse. How will group 2 recognize their future spouse? Is that too many? Yeah, that is too many. So we'll take the top one. How will group 2 recognize their future spouse? We've got for you. Group 2. How will group 2 recognize their future spouse? Is that 2 more that came out? That's 3. Right, we'll take, we got the top card. Actually, there's a lot more than 3. Man, the cards have a lot to say to you today. I'm curious to see what's coming out here. Okay, last card. There we go. Okay, so first up for you, we have the universe, which is like the world. And we have the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Crystals, which is the 8 of Pentacles in this deck, Serenity, which is, I believe, the Hermit, and the 4 of Crystals. So let's see, we've got 2 major arcana cards coming out here, which is really interesting to me because we've got with the just lots of big energy. We've got 2 major arcana cards, we've got 2 Pentacles cards. So there is this energy of like expansion is what I'm getting. Like, especially looking at like these cards in particular, there is like this card, we've got the universe out here, we've got this whole opening up. This card in the center here feels very expansive to me. Like, we have this character, her back is to us, she is looking out over this horizon in front of her, and she's holding all of these moons. This relationship energy, I feel like, is very expansive. And I feel like, again, like, of course, this is your future spouse, but having these major arcana cards come out, this is a pivotal relationship for you. I feel like there's a lot of healing that will happen in this relationship. It's also really interesting to me that all of these cards came out in the upright. So I feel like, this relationship is going to really help you with visibility. And it doesn't have to be like global visibility if that's not something you are after, but it's like, I'm almost getting like building your confidence so you are more comfortable being seen. Like, this person is going to see all of the magic in you, and they are going to encourage you to share that with the world. And if that feels intimidating to you, they're going to help you have the confidence to do this. And it's not going to be forceful. Like, they're not going to try to push you into doing something you don't want to do. They're just going to believe in you. And they're just going to, like, subtly, day in and day out, build your confidence up until you actually kind of want to do this. And then they will become your biggest cheerleader. So that's like one big energy I'm getting, is this person is incredibly supportive. not just of like you as a person, but of your endeavors. Like this is not somebody who wants you to stop doing what you're doing. They want you to shine, and they want others to see you shining. They are not threatened by your power at all, not remotely. And that's like, so, and I feel like you're going to get that, I feel like almost from the start. Like when you start sharing something you've accomplished or something you're working on, they're going to be really into that. Like they're going to want to hear more details, like more information. It's always going to be tell me more. And they're always going to ask about what you're doing, what you're making. They're going to be very into what you are putting out into the world. So let's get into this a little bit more card by card. So here with this universe card, first of all, it's interesting. Both of these major arcana cards too feature people who are meditating. So the one indication could be this person could be spiritual. But I also feel like this is a little bit of a message for you that you need to be connected with yourself when this person comes in. So if you are not making time to meditate or connect with yourself in whatever way makes the most sense for you, having both of these, having this imagery come up twice to me is significant. So you're really being encouraged to drop in, to connect with yourself. And you're also going to be looking for somebody who is connected with themselves. And also too, it's interesting, going back to that spiritual thing, I think it's in this crown chakra, this person's crown chakra is lit up in this card. So I do feel like we are dealing with somebody here who is spiritual, either spiritual or at least spiritually conscious. They are open to these kind of ideas. They are open to, the universe, manifestation, that kind of stuff. This isn't going to be something that seems weird to them. If you are into this, this is going to be something that they are actually really interested in and into. And I also feel like this person, because we have the universe, I think when you meet them, they will have just either accomplished something major or closed a chapter in their life. Because the universe here, this is the end of a cycle. Typically, it's a triumphant end, but this could also be more subtle. But I do feel like this person has accomplished something significant to them. It's either significant in the world or at least significant to them that they are closing this chapter and they are moving on to something new. So when this person comes in, if they have recently accomplished something, you will know that's a really good indicator that this might very well be your future spouse. Now with the Knight of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, like I love this coming up in a love reading because the Knight of Cups is incredibly generous. Like it's this idea, I love that we have, it's almost like, so here we have this character standing in this like cave situation, but then there is this portal to like a whole nother world. And I feel like it's like, that's the energy. This person wants to give you the world. They want to give you whatever they can. They want to open portals. Like if it's possible for them to do something for you, they will. And I think part of the reason also they are so willing to do for you, I think in general, they are givers. Like that is this person's personality. Like this, you are attracting a giver here. But also I think in the past they have been taken advantage of in this way. And they do have good boundaries around it, but you don't take advantage of them. And they're going to see that pretty quickly. And that makes them want to give to you more. Like you're going to be able to determine like, when are they overgiving? And maybe sometimes say like, no, I really appreciate that like you want to do this for me, but I've got this. And or you are giving to them as much as they are giving to you. So there is this reciprocal energy here. But this is somebody who just wants to be very generous with you and is a giver. Like that is their instinct to give, to help, to support. Now with this Eight of Crystals, so I do feel like this is somebody who is very dedicated. Is what I'm getting here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Crystals, this is a card about somebody who shows up to their craft and is willing to put the work in. They're willing to dedicate themselves to learning anything and learning how to do it right. And what I'm getting is they're willing to learn you. Like this person is going to put the time and energy in to learn you in every aspect. They want to know what you like. They want to know what you don't like. They want to know what's your comfort food. Like what can they do for you if you've had a bad day? They want to learn the things that support you. And they want to learn, what you need. Like what are your stressors? What are the things on your plate that are causing you stress so they can help in some way? They just want to learn you. Like, this is somebody who's willing to do the work in a relationship. If things aren't working, and also too, what I'm getting is like, if things aren't working, they want you to tell them. Like, they want to know if they're doing something you don't like, and they're not going to take it personally. They're going to be glad that you feel comfortable to tell them that so they can change and actually be what you need. And then with the Serenity, yeah, this is somebody who I feel like they have done the inner work. Like, again, like they're will, because I feel like you have to. You have to have done a certain amount of inner work to be able to take criticism without feeling attacked. And they've done that. They're willing to have conversations. Like, if you come to them upset with something they're doing, they're not going to get mad at you. They're going to say, whoa, like, hang on, let's talk about this. Like, they're going to be curious about what they're doing, why it doesn't feel good to you, and what they can do better. And if you're upset for another reason, then they're really going to know, really going to want to know what's going on. But I feel like it's this energy, like when you're having conversations, like I'm almost just getting the sense of like you being upset and them being a really grounding force. Like, they're not going to rush you. They're not going to try to make you feel better. They want you to feel better. They don't like that you're upset, but their goal is to understand what's going on for you first and foremost. And it's like, because they have cultivated this kind of calm and serenity within themselves, they can be that rock for you. And then over here with this Four of Crystals, I'm really being drawn to the way that we have this light coming down. I feel like there's somebody, it's like Four of Crystals, when you're talking about like finances, this is like the first point of success. So like, this isn't somebody who is like super rich with an overabundance of wealth. It doesn't mean they won't get there, but it's like they have enough. Like, this is when you reach a level like you have enough. And I feel like with this light coming down, like there is something new that's emerging for them, which makes sense, right? Because they just closed a chapter. So like when you meet them, I feel like there is something new that's emerging from them that wants to also elevate their finances. And the thing I also think is interesting, typically in the Four of Crystals, it's a card where like the character is kind of holding on to the wealth that they have. Like they've reached that first level of success, of financial comfort, but they don't trust it yet. So they're kind of hoarding their resources. This card does not depict that at all. And I love that for you, and I love that for this person. Like, they have their resources, but if you take a look at it, like, they are not holding on to these things tightly. These four, like, crystals or pentacles are just kind of floating around them. And I feel like that's because they don't hold on to their resources super tight. Like, they don't have a scarcity mindset. I mean, I think society has given us all a little bit that we've had to untangle. So I'm not saying that they're completely scarcity free, but that is not what drives them. That is not how they live their life. They are very generous with the resources that they have. So even though this isn't somebody who has an overabundance of wealth yet, they might in the future. I'm not getting a yes or no on that. What they have, they are very willing to share, and they're very willing to be generous with, I feel like with you, but also just in general, this just person between the Knight of Pentacles energy and the Serenity, like all of it, they just have a very generous nature about them. So let's see what else we've got for you. What else do we have for group number 2? How will they recognize their future spouse? Sorry about that, I just hit the mic. How will group 2 recognize their future spouse? All right. First, we've got trust. So yeah, you're going to be able to trust this person. And I feel like this is something that's going to come in very quickly. Like, you are just going to be able to trust this person very quickly. And I feel like it's this Knight of Cups energy, like just because they want to show up for you, and their generosity, like they're good at showing up for people. They are good at keeping their word. And again, I feel like that's just something very, very early on that comes out about them. And you are going to feel like you can trust them. You're going to feel safe with them very early on in this connection. Oh, patience. Okay, for The first message I got, and this may not be true for everybody listening, but the first message I got is you have been patient. Like, you have been very patient in your journey. And it's like, this is the reward for your patience. This is why you needed to go slow. You needed to be patient. There were lessons you needed to learn so that you could become in alignment with this person. There were evolutionary points you needed to hit to get to this place, but you have been very patient. And when this person comes in, you're going to be glad you were. Because it's almost like, oh, the energy I'm getting too is like, this person might not have been available to you when you really wanted them. Like, if you've been wanting a partner, if you've been wanting this relationship, this person might not have been available to you. Maybe not even in this exact moment. Like, there is like a delay before this person comes in. I'm not necessarily saying it's delayed from this point in time. But previously, if you have been wanting this for a while, like, there was a reason you had to be patient. I feel like there might be something more to this card too. I feel like there's another layer to this that's not coming through just yet. Let's see what else comes up. All right. What else do we have for group number 2? What else do we have for group number 2? Provide. Yeah. What have we said about this person? This person is a provider. They are a giver. They are generous. They are generous with what they have. Like, it's not about them, again, having, it's the provider mentality. Because there are plenty of people who have resources and won't share and won't provide. This person is not that energy. They will share with whatever they have whenever they can. Oh, and how about that? I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory. You've got this love card here. This person is going to love you right, like, deeply and right and openly. They're not afraid to let people know how much they love you. More importantly, they're not afraid to let you know how much they love you. And I think going back to the original message of, like, you being more seen, I feel like it is this love. It's like they're going to let you know regularly how incredible they think you are. And that's going to slowly nurture your confidence into being someone who is more visible, who is more seen. And that's the patience too. Like, their love is patient. I know that's like a common, what is it? Like a Bible verse that people read at weddings, like, love is patient. Their love is. They are patient with you. They give you as much time and space as you need. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that energy. It just feels so safe. Like, that's the energy of this person. Their predominant energy to me is safety. What else do we have for pile number 2? Dropping cards left and right here. Okay. All right, we've got time. So embrace the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. So to me, this is asking you to be present. This is asking you to slow down, asking you to be present. Because your time will come. This person will come. Like, this is, to me, what I'm getting to, this is a divine timing situation. So this isn't something you need to be rushing or worried about. You need to live your life right now. You need to live your life right now, and the timing will work itself out. And then we got resilient. Stay strong as the evergreen trees. So again, I feel like a lot of you are waiting for this person, like, and you have been for a while. Just stay resilient. Stay connected to yourself. They will emerge when the time is right. Don't overthink it. Don't doubt it. Just know this is coming for you, and it's coming exactly when you need it and exactly when it's meant to. And I think that's such an important message. Like, I know this is signs for this person, but that's a message you need to know, is that this person is coming for you. You know what to look for now. Allow yourself to be open to that, but also just stay grounded in who you are and where you're at right now and what you're building for yourself. in the life that you're building for yourself. And then this person will appear when the time is right. And I love what's waiting for you after having been so patient. And on that note, pile number 2, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give the video a like and subscribe. I would love to have you in the future. And if you would like a personalized experience, I do offer personal readings, a variety of them. You can find information about that in the description box below. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how you can recognize your future spouse. So I guess these two. See how you will recognize your future spouse. We got 2 more there for you. Let's get 1 more. How will group, oh, have I been calling you group 2? You're group 3, I know that. The energy's there. How will group 3 recognize their future spouse? Okay, let's see what we've got for you. All right, first we've got the 5 of Swords, Judgment, followed by the 7 of Swords, followed by the 5 of Cups reversed, and the 3 of Wands reversed. Okay, this is really interesting. And we'll get into this a little bit more in depth, but one message I heard immediately when this card flipped over is that there's a lot more to this person that meets the eye. There's a lot more to them than most people realize. I think people do not realize how deep this person is. They don't realize how complex they are. They don't realize how they have to offer the world. Like, especially all of these Swords cards coming up, I feel like this person looks and maybe even acts outwardly much more logical and rigid than they actually are. Like, some people might even think this person is cold, but they are not. Like, you might even think that when you first meet them. But for one reason or another, you're going to have an opportunity to get to know them just a little bit better. And you're going to find underneath their exterior, they actually have a heart of fucking gold. Like, and like, I'm getting this energy, like, for you, to protect your heart, there is nothing they wouldn't do. Like, this is big energy of like, this almost feels too extreme, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's coming out, but it's like burn the world down for you. Like, with this 7 of Swords coming out, it's almost like they will do whatever's necessary for you. And I think it's for anyone they care about. Like, you will see signs of this not just for you. You will see them go to bat for people they care about. But you, as you become a more prominent person in their life, you will become the one that gets that the most and that sees that the most. This person is just willing to do what's necessary. And there might be facets of, again, like, I feel like there are facets of their personality, but it's more externally, that just feel very gruff and cold and almost like, I don't know if apathetic is the right word, but like it does, I mean, I guess it is. Like, it seems like they don't care about things, but they do. They care deeply. And this isn't to say, too, like, we're not talking about toxic behaviors here. Like, that's not what this is. If there's a level of toxicity in how they're treating you and how they're treating others, this is not your person. But it is more of like, if hard decisions need to be made, if relationships need to be ended. Like, the energy I'm getting with the 7 of Swords is this idea of like, if their family is treating you badly, they're not going to stand for it. Like, there might be conversations And if they have to cut their family off to protect you and to preserve your relationship, they're willing to do it. Like, that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. So it's not about like being toxic, but it's about like willing to do what's necessary to preserve your relationship, to preserve the relationships that matter the most to them. This person just has a very big energy. Like, it is kind of the stereotype of like the dark and broody character. It does feel more masculine to me, but that doesn't have to be true for you. Like, it could just be like, that's not tied to gender, I guess is the point. It's tied to like whoever you are attracted to is what we're talking about here. But it does have a little bit of a more masculine, in control, leadership energy. So let's get into this a little bit more in depth. So first, over here with the Four of Swords. This is interesting because like this card tends to come up when it's like, you know, you might win the battle, but at what cost? This person is willing to fight the fight. I'm not saying they're out to start a fight, but they're not going to back down from confrontation. If they are provoked, if there is a situation that comes up, they're going to address it. Like, this is a very direct person is what I'm getting. Especially like, I love that we've got these swords, the way they're like, there is this direct nature to this person's energy. And that, like, going back to where some people might see them as cold, like that can be off-putting at times. And you might even find it off-putting at first, but I'm almost getting this energy of like, you actually find it amusing. Like, they are so direct. I don't think it's like a cruelty. Like, I don't think it's a toxic nature thing, but it's just, they're going to call it like they see it. Sometimes they might come across wrong, but it's never how they mean it to. And I actually think they feel worse about those misinterpretations than they let on. But yeah, this person is just very direct. They are willing to address issues. They are not going to let things rust. And because this card, like we talked about, to me, it tends to mean like, yes, you'll win the battle, but at what cost? This person is willing to lose things. If they have to stand up for their values, stand up for their people, stand up for themselves, and it costs them a business deal, a job, another relationship that actually was not serving them, they are willing to lose those things. They're not somebody who's going to cling to what's not working, and they have just a very clear sense of their values. Very clear. Like, and they can be a little bit too black and white about things. I think that is one thing to know about them. It's very much either this is aligned with me or it's not. This works for me or it doesn't. And I almost feel like that might be something that you are able to help them see more of, is that range in the middle. All of the shades of gray that come with life. But I think one of their key characteristics is they are very willing to do what's necessary to stay in alignment, to make sure they are protected and their people are protected. And really, it's their people first and foremost. With this Judgment, this person is doing what they're meant to be doing. Like, this is a big card of answering the call, following the music. They are doing what they're meant to be doing. Whatever it is, like when you meet them, you will know they love what they're doing. They're good at it, and it's truly where they're meant to be in life. And I do feel like it's very profitable for them too. Like, I am just getting this energy of somebody who is very successful, and they're successful. That like part of the reason they have this level of success is because, again, they're willing to do what's necessary, and they're willing to walk away from something that is not serving them. They have mastered detachment. I don't think so much in their relationships. Like, I think they will be very attached to you, but they have mastered, I don't need anything that's not supporting me. I don't need anything that conflicts with my values. This person just knows who they are and what they believe in, and they know what's acceptable to them and what's not, and they simply will not tolerate things that are not acceptable to them. But again, like, if there's something you're doing that they find unacceptable, it's a conversation. Like, 'cause I do feel like this person does have, again, an incredibly good heart. They're just not always the best at expressing it how they want to. And I actually feel like that is something that you might help them with. But yeah, they're doing what they're meant to be doing, and they're very good at it, and they've gotten where they are because they're willing to walk away from things that aren't working. They don't force things. Like, this is not a forceful person. This is a direct person. They have a direction they're moving in, and if they hit a wall, they might try to go through it, but if not, they will redirect and put their sights on something else. And with the Seven of Swords, they are very strategic. They think things through. This is not someone who's going to act impulsively. I feel like they know things instinctively, but they still won't act on it immediately. So I'm almost imagining like this is somebody who like probably knows right away they're going to marry you. Like they know the moment they meet you, but they're going to go through the necessary steps. It's not going to be this impulsive thing where like they're proposing to you on the second date. No. They are going to put the work in to really learn you, but they're going to go through it with this confidence and this instinct from the start that they're going to marry you. So I feel like, again, this is someone who's very strategic. They're good at making plans. They plan things out. This is big, again, leadership energy. And like, I do feel like, because we've got this like character who has this bird in a cage with these swords, these other birds that are coming for it. I feel like there may have been a time in their past that they were a little too cutthroat. Like this direct energy, like part of this heart that has emerged underneath them is because they know they have hurt people in the past with how direct they are, but they didn't mean it then. They didn't always see the effect they have, but somewhere along the line it was pointed out to them, or they did see how their energy or their directness can be hurtful sometimes, and they've put the work in to change it. But I do think in some cases they may have some enemies who don't see this person for who they are now. They see them for who they used to be. But this really is someone who's done the work. Again, like I do not get a toxic energy from this person. I get a big energy from this person, but it's not toxic. But I think in their past, they may have had some toxic behaviors that they had to work on. But you know, that's all you can want, right? If someone who sees, wow, what I'm doing is hurting people and I want to change. And I do think they've done the work and they've made that change. Like this change is done by the time you come in. There are still other growth points as we've talked about for them, but the work, the essential work that was really needed for them to be in this healthy relationship with you, that work is done. Now with this Five of Cups, like to me, both these two cards really speak to more of their inner landscape. And with this Five of Cups reversed, I really feel like disappointment hits them more than people realize. They are willing to walk away. They're willing to be detached about things, but they are also really disappointed when that has to happen. If there are relationships they have to cut people off, they will do it, but they are much more disappointed. I'm almost getting, in some cases, even heartbroken. So much more than they let people see. So I really feel like, but I feel like they'll let you see, or that might be something you notice in them that other people haven't. Like there might be a small shift in their behavior, in their mannerisms that tells you this thing is hurting them more than they're letting on. And I feel like you will be one of the few people to see that in them because they have such a logical, put together exterior, such a direct, do what's necessary energy, that most people do not realize how much severing necessary ties actually does affect them. But it does. It affects them a lot, actually. And they will need time and space to heal from it. Like, I feel like they are somebody who probably gets quiet, but that doesn't mean that they won't welcome your support, especially if you can pull this out of them. And I don't think it's going to take a lot of work to pull it out of them, because again, I don't think they've ever had the opportunity to be seen in this way. So just the fact that you see it is going to mean a lot to them. And then here with this Three of Wands reverse, again, I feel like they are so much more expansive than people know. Like on the surface, I do feel like I am getting the image of this like cutthroat business person. in the past, it might have been a little heartless. It's not anymore. Like they do try to live by a certain ethical code, but if things need to be said, they're going to say them. If things need to be done, they're going to do them. But there is so much more empathy in the mix of all of their decisions than people realize. And I think that's a side that you are going to get to see, and they don't let very many people see that. Like I'm almost getting like it's like their parents maybe and you. Or maybe if have another close family member, maybe a close friend, but their circle of people who truly know them is small. So it's kind of a big deal that they let you in. But again, because this is someone who has done enough work, they know they have to if they want this relationship to work, and they do. So they will. But this is just a very complex person. And I feel like it's like, once you get them talking, I don't feel like they're super chatty, but the things that they come up with are so deep that like you have very thought-provoking conversations. I feel like they like to listen to you more than they like to necessarily contribute to the conversation, but they do contribute. And the conversations you have are just so fucking deep, is what I'm getting. Well, let's see what we've got for Oracle cards. For group number 3, what else can you tell us about this person? What else can you tell us so they can recognize their future spouse? Got 1. Oh no, we have 2. All right, first we've got courage, this makes sense. This person, they are very courageous. Again, they do things that make them uncomfortable. They have the uncomfortable conversations. They are very courageous, and this makes sense because, researchers can determine how vulnerable you're able to be and willing to be by how courageous you are. So having this level of courage, that's how they can be so deep and vulnerable with you. They might not be it with other people, but they have that capacity. And that's why I think this relationship really brings it out. This is a very courageous person. And I also feel like this is a little bit of a message for you. It might take courage for you to enter this relationship because, again, I feel like they do have a very big energy. They have a very commanding energy. And there might be a part of you that's a little bit, I don't know if intimidated is the right word, because I don't feel like you are, but it's like, whoa. Like almost like you kind of aren't sure if you want to play with this energy. So it's going to take courage. Like your intuition will guide you. And freedom. So I love this because this is really what I'm getting with this person. It's like, yes, they have this big energy. They are very in charge, very in control, but they want to create freedom for you. Like this relationship should feel like freedom. Despite this person's big energy, they are making you feel more like yourself. And they're creating space for you to feel more like yourself. And any area where you feel like you have to be small, like they're not having that. So this is really about you like being able to fly. This person is so supportive of you. Like if there are things you want to do, they're support. I'm almost gonna. It's a quiet support. Like they're not gonna do it for you because despite the fact that they have this big energy, they also understand boundaries. So they're just kind of be like, if you come with them to an idea, like I know this is really crazy, but I have this idea, but I don't like it. It's nothing, right? It's stupid. This person, I'm getting a masculine energy, but this person doesn't have to be male. But this person might say something like, well, I think you could do it. That would be cool. And just kind of leave you to sit with that and do what you want with it. Like they're not going to force this on you, but they're going to create space for you and create encouragement for you to build. And if you ask them for help, they will help you, but they're not going to insert themselves in your interests unless you ask for it. They really do give you space to fly. Let's see what we've got here. What else do we have for group number 3 for their person? Yep. Okay. Oh, these cards make so much sense. All right. First, we have cunning. Yes, this person is very cunning. They are again, this is just confirmation. This person is very cunning. They're very strategic. They are very intelligent. They make things happen. And they're also, but this is the other side of that too, is they're also exceptional problem solvers. Like if you do invite them to help you with a problem you have, they will help you solve it and they will find a path forward for you. Even if it takes them a little bit of time, they have to step back and figure it out. They will help you with your problems and they will be effective with their help and support. They are very cunning. And reveal. Yeah, I feel like, again, this person is going to like slowly reveal themselves to you. This is like, again, like it's this reveal energy where it's like layers are peeled away and you actually see them. When you meet them, you do not see them for who they are. Like that's not, their exterior is not who they are. This is not somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, even though their heart is fucking huge. What else do we have for you? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, hang on. Let's get you one more card. There we go. Okay. I love this. I love when the cards do this. All right, so first, friends. The most unlikely friendships can form. So yeah, I do feel like I feel like it's more likely for you to meet through friends because because there is this energy of you having to get to know this person. So I almost feel like it's like you will be in situations where this person is also there. It's also likely maybe you'll be friends first for one reason or another. Like maybe they need help with something and you can help them, or maybe you need help with something and your friend says, oh, I have a friend who can help with that type of thing. And it's like you have a reason to see each other consistently to build up enough to want to explore things more. But I feel like it's either you meet through friends or you are friends first or both. And that's how you will come together. It doesn't have to be that you meet through friends. It could be that you meet externally and you kind of have a friendship before you actually move forward. And now this, I love this, forbearance. Do not be deterred by the thorn amongst the roses. Yeah, like that's this person to a T. This person might be a little thorny, but don't be deterred by that. Don't let that stop you because the rose that they hold is beautiful. Their heart is beautiful. There is so much more to them than this thorn, than their thorny exterior. So really be patient, get to know them, go deeper. Don't rule them out because there's just so much more to them that meets the eye, and what they have to offer you, the freedom and space that they want to create for you is really beautiful. It's really powerful. And I love this energy for you so much. And on that note, pile number 3, I'm going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I would love to see you again in future videos. And if you would like a more personalized experience, you can find information on how to book a reading with me in the description box below. I have a variety of options that you might enjoy. That's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. Let's see how you will recognize your future spouse, your future partner. Got one that popped over for you. Ooh, man, they're flying for you. Hang on. That one went on the floor. Okay. Got 3 for you. Let's get 2 more. Man, the cards are popping. I'm excited for this. I might be getting a few peeks at what's coming out. I'm excited for it. Let's get 1 more for you. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. So first up is the 10 of Cups, which we always love to see. Followed by the High Priestess. King of Swords, the 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. My goodness, the energy of this reading. Like, I'm not sure it could be any better. I mean, all the groups have been great today. I've really enjoyed them, but this one's really both like soft and expansive. It's a slow love is what I'm getting. Like it's gentle, it's caring, it's compassionate. It's everything you need. It's safety. I love that all of these cards are upright for you too. Like, I feel like what I'm getting with this person I think is very expressive. You know, this person is, they might be more extroverted, they might not, but they're very communicative, I feel like, with these upright cards, because I feel like it's like they're willing to like use the energy they have and use it outwardly. Yeah, I'm really noticing like all of the blue we have here. I guess, yeah, that's the communication. That's the communication I'm getting. There's so much blue here. This is someone who's has a very clear throat chakra. They are, again, just so communicative. They are so vocal about what's okay, what's not okay, what they're doing. They're very communicative about. They want to know those things from you too. Like, what do you like? What don't you like? They have like I feel like this is someone who has a lot of questions for you when you're getting to know each other. They are just peppering you with question after question. Because they want to know. They want to know. They're very curious about you. So let's get into this card by card a little bit. So first over here with the Ten of Cups. Overall, I feel like, you know, having a relationship reading with both the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups come out is like, as again, like that, those are two key cards in any relationship reading. So I feel like this person, I feel like they come from a really good family. Like they've got good parents. I don't know if it's necessarily a big family. It could be. I think that's going to vary from person to person, but they come from a good family. They enjoy spending time with them. They have overall a healthy relationship with their family. And perhaps this is something you also have, or perhaps it's something that you would be seeking out. Like, I feel like this person's family is going to be very welcoming of you. They're going to be very excited to have you in their fold from the very beginning. I feel like this is just somebody, again, who like it's that family energy. They have it. So that's something you are looking to build with them. If you're looking to build a family, whether it be like with children or with fur babies, like whatever it is, they are here for it. They are here for that kind of responsibility. And the responsibility, even if it's just the two of you, the responsibility that comes with being your person, they know how to be a family member. Even if that family is just the two of you, they know how to show up for this kind of commitment. So, and I feel like, again, that's very clear from the start, because I think they are coming from a family. And even if for some reason, if it isn't their immediate family, they have a found family. Like, this is somebody who has people. So that's going to be a really big indicator that this is your person, is that they have a family environment that they go to that supports them. They spend holidays with, like they don't have to think about where they're going for the holiday. They know. They always have a place every year, and it's probably the same place. Like, it's that type of a family. With this High Priestess, this person is very intuitive. Like, I'm almost getting this energy. You might be frustrated by how intuitive they are, because they're going to pick up things about you. Maybe either that you typically don't share with people, but they're going to pick up on these things and they're going to ask you about them. And I feel like they're going to create the environment that makes you want to share these things, but it's still uncomfortable. Like, you weren't planning on going here with them. But the way they respond to what you share, I think they hold your vulnerabilities really well. This person just feels so healthy. Like, that's one of, like, safe and healthy is what I'm getting. Like, they hold your vulnerabilities really well. They can pick up when things aren't okay. Like, they're not going to be somebody who says, like, oh, like, hey, how was your day? And you say fine, but it's not fine. It was anything but fine. They're going to notice that you're not fine. They're going to notice that, and they're going to ask questions about it. And it's going to get to the point that, like, you won't put up that fine facade anymore. They will create the space for, like, if they say, how was your day? And it was shitty, you will just tell them, because you know that they're going to help you navigate it. They know that if nothing else, they will comfort you through it. Like, this is just somebody who, they ask the right questions. They ask the right questions about you. I think that's one part of intuition that can be overlooked. Even if you don't always know what's going on, you can pick up when something's off and you can ask the right questions. And I think that's something this person does very well. Very, very well. With this King of Swords, like, I love that we have, like, this, to me, King of Swords come up next to the High Priestess. This person is very balanced in their masculine and feminine. And that doesn't mean it's equal 50-50. whatever gender you're looking for, whatever energy you want your person to have more dominant, that's what this is. But they're in touch with each side. They're in touch with each part of themselves. So that's part of how they have such a healthy energy. So with this King of Swords, this person is, as much as they are intuitive, they are connected to their body, they're connected with their emotions, especially with these Cups card coming out. This is a very emotionally intelligent person, and they are connected to that facet of themselves. But there is also this very healthy masculine energy within them, with this very healthy feminine. But this very healthy masculine that, one, I'm getting really supports transformation, your transformation with these butterflies. But it's also, it is that very logical. It's that safe container. It's the ability to, with this sword, I'm almost getting see through the bullshit. This isn't somebody who's going to be wowed by a facade. They can see the truth of the situation, and they're not afraid to do what's necessary once the truth is seen. So what I'm getting is if they're in some kind of a business deal and there's this proposal on the table, on paper it looks great, but they don't like how, they can see how this company that they're in a deal with has treated people in the past, and they don't like it. They see who this company is, or who the person they're making the deal with is, and they're going to walk away, because no matter how good the deal looks on paper, they see the truth of what is going on, and they won't allow it to continue. They won't allow themselves to be put in a bad situation, and they won't allow you to be put in a bad situation. They're not going to bring somebody or put you in an environment that's toxic. So going back to their family. So I feel in most cases, they either have, we said, they either have a really good immediate family, or they have a found family that they can connect with. But let's just say there is a family member that is actually really toxic and might not be good for you to be around. They're not going to bring that person around. They're not going to put you in that position to have to navigate that toxic person. They see people for who they are, and as much as they have emotional intelligence, they aren't going to spare this person's feelings at their own expense or at the expense of those that are close to them. And that's, to me, that's the big King of Swords energy. So with this Two of Cups, I do feel this person is looking for their soulmate. They want this relationship. They want this commitment. They are looking to have a family. And again, that's whatever family means to you, whatever you're looking for. If it's just the two of you, if it's pets, if it's kids, they want that. They want to have a person. They want to have a space, to be settled, a space that's really home. And it's the whole idea of I do think they subscribe to that idea. Home isn't a place. It's a family. It's a person. Yeah, that's just, I feel I don't have too much more to say on this card. It's just, they are looking for you. They are looking for you. And with this Nine of Pentacles, so I do think this is somebody who lives comfortably. They aren't struggling for money. They are generous with what they have. They aren't overworking themselves either. I think that's an important piece of this. They work enough. I feel they may have worked harder in the past, but they know what's important to them. And honestly, yes, it's money to a degree because we need it to survive. And they want to have enough that it's not a stress for themselves or for their family, for you as their future family. They don't want you to have that kind of stress, but it's also not the most important thing to them. This is not someone who's striving for more. That's the thing with the Nine of Pentacles is you reach a certain point of abundance that you just enjoy it. And yes, there is more you could get, with the Ten of Pentacles, but I feel this person doesn't need that. This isn't someone who's constantly striving for more. They know a good thing when they have it, and they are able to just enjoy it, to just slow down and enjoy it. And if that's something you struggle with, being present in the moment, having joy in the moment, they are really going to help you with that, because they are all about living in the moment and living in the present. It's just a very present person. Let's see what else we've got here. What else do we have for pile number 4? What else can you tell us about their person so they can recognize their future spouse? What else can you tell us about their person? Okay, first we've got change. So I feel like I'm getting a bunch of different interpretations for this card. So it's going to be very specific to you. Take the one that resonates. One, I feel like you have gone through a change. Like part of the reason you are able to call this person is because you have gone through a change or are currently going through a change. And it's that change that is bringing this kind of connection, this very healthy, very safe, very loving, very giving connection. So if this is true for you, if this is resonating with you, keep doing what you're doing, keep moving down this path. The other thing is, I think the other possibility is that they have changed. They have undergone a big change for themselves. And I feel like it might be pretty recent to when you come in, to when you enter their lives. Whatever that change is, I feel like because their priorities are clear, that it's like their relationships are important, they want to have enough but not too much, be in the present moment. So I don't feel like this change was like turbulent for them, but I also feel like it was kind of significant, like leaving a big job or a job they've had for a long time, making some kind of career change, moving in a different direction with their life. Like I do think there was something, maybe even moving literally. There was some kind of change that happens before you come in for them. And it also could be a change in perspective. Like perhaps at one point, like we talked about here, would they have an idea of what enough is? Maybe in the past they didn't. Like there is a change in their personality that allows them to be who they are today. It's possible even if they were to describe who they used to be, you wouldn't recognize them because they have changed so significantly. But that's okay. You're not in a relationship with who they used to be. You're in a relationship with who they are now. And who they are now is all of this wonderful energy. And next we've got freedom, which I feel like that's how this person makes you feel. They make you feel really free. I think I'm almost getting like the idea, like they free your mind. Like if you are somebody who's prone to overthinking, who's prone to being in your head, who has all of the to-do lists, like when you're with somebody and you're having fun, but then your mind floats off to, oh, I got to go home and do that other thing on my list that I didn't get to yet. This person is going to help take that weight off. They are going to help you stay more present. And it's like in cultivating that, in doing that, you're going to want to have this more. And they're going to like help you get out of your head. I feel like for most of this group, this is more of a mental freedom. But it could also be permission, giving you more confidence to do the things you want to do in life, to take risks, to take the leap, to take the change because you are so supported. Because they have created so much safety and stability that you can really just fly. Like, just jump into the air and hope you soar. And if you don't, it's okay because they've got your back, because they are here to make sure you don't like fall on your face. They've got you. What else do we have for this person? Ooh. Got two here. All right, so first up, we have strength. Yeah, this is a very strong person. I think their strength is an underestimated characteristic of them because I do feel like they are much more lighthearted and playful. They are much more, like, I do almost feel like, again, like, they are very in touch with their feminine. They're very in touch with their emotions. So I feel like they are just more willing to be present and playful. People don't realize how strong they are, but they are incredibly strong. I feel like perhaps in the past they've even overcome some things that would have broken most people, but they were able to overcome it and still have this healthy and healed perspective. Like, they've done the work to heal. Like, it's not even like this is a front and they're denying emotions. They actually are happy. They actually are this safe and healthy, even if something in their past has would have damaged them. They were strong enough to overcome it. They are stronger now for it, and they've done the work to heal it so that they can be the best version of themselves. And then here with Trick. This is interesting. I'm really being drawn to this eye at the top here. Let's see if you can see it. I think this person has been tricked in the past. I think that's part of why they have such strong intuition. I think they have been in some bad relationships in the past. And Like they were with people who on paper looked great. Maybe they lied to them. Like they've been tricked. So the fact that there might be, I'm getting two messages. One, they might be slower to open up and to really want to be all in because they have been hurt and they know how they are. Like once they're all in because this is what they want. So they might have some fears and hesitancies that come up. They also might go slower because of their past pain and past hurt. However, their intuition is strong. Their intuition is very strong. So I feel like it's almost like they've been tricked in the past, but the thing that gets them the most about those situations or that one situation is that they had a bad feeling and they ignored it. And the fact that they'll have a good feeling with you is why they will be willing to move forward. But I feel like you should know, I think they've been tricked and hurt in the past and it has affected them. Let's see what else we've got for you. Last messages. Oh, geez. All right, hold on. All right. The cards are all over the place. We're just going to start from scratch again. Last messages for group number 4. Last messages for group 4. Okay. First, we have let go. And I feel like this is a message for you. If there is something you are holding on to that is not serving you, you need to let it go. For some of you, I'm even wondering if you are in a relationship now that is not serving you and you are hesitant to let go. And maybe you watch this because you want to know if this is your person. If you are feeling like the person you're with does not match this energy and you want this energy, let go. I mean, it's your choice. You make your own choices. Trust your intuition, but if your intuition is guiding you in this direction, you're looking for permission, like this card is here to give it to you. But also I think it's like important for you to know, going back to this freedom with this person, you can let go and feel safe. You can let go and you're not going to crash and burn. And with this music, we've got there is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. And I feel like it's going to be important for you to listen. Again, like I'm getting this energy of you being like too in your head about things, that you're not hearing your body, you're not hearing your reality. So you need to listen to yourself more, not the noise your head creates, but actually your actual inner wisdom, what's actually true and right for you. And if you're willing to do that, you will find your way to this person and they will find their way to you. And on that note, pile number 4, I'm going to end this reading here. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If this reading resonated, I would love to know how in the comments. And if you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and subscribe. I would love to have you in a future video. If you would like a personalized experience, I do offer personal readings. You can find that information in the description box below. But that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.